Joe Polanzani. When we first met, he was a public defender and I was a state's attorney here in Lake County, so we were actually on the opposite side of cases. So I guess my first experience of Mike was as an adversary. You know what? He was. Everybody noticed Mike pretty soon, and it made an impression on people pretty quickly at the state's attorney's office. He was very ethical. He was very well prepared. In fact, he ended up getting recruited out of the public defender's office and working at the state's attorney's office. I think after about a year or two, which is kind of unusual, but he seemed like he'd be a good fit, and he was a good fit. You know, we continued to work together at the state's attorney's office, sometimes in different courts, but for quite a while we were in the same courtroom. We actually tried a lot of cases together. But I recalled very clearly where he had to make some tough choices. It was one of the last cases that he prosecuted. It was an attempt murder case, kind of a big deal. You know, it was a gang shooting, and it was a difficult case. There was a lot of work involved, and it seemed like, you know, everybody was lying, you know, when you were looking at everything in total. So shortly before the trial, he decided to go out and interview a key witness, one of the few people who wasn't involved in the gang and who made a key identification of the defendant as having a gun in his hand. And what he found out was that his identification that he thought was rock solid was actually totally improper. It was very suggestive, and it really shouldn't have been something that the jury should find out about. So it would have been very easy to do nothing, to rely on the police report. A lot of people probably would have done that, but because he took that extra step, he found out about this. And also what's important is what he did with it. He disclosed it to the other attorney, who was at the time a very young attorney, who wasn't going to find out about it on his own. And you know, as a result, a piece of evidence was taken out of this trial, which would have made the trial a lot easier to get a successful result if that's all you were interested in. But he was really interested in doing the right thing, and I think he, you know, more than just talking about it, he was able to show it. And although eventually the person did end up, you know, coming to justice, it was tougher. It wasn't an easier way to handle it, but it was the right way to handle it.